Okay, so when we look at 10 basic blocks, majority of them are strikes, but we're forcing them to block. So I'm using my footwork, I'm stopping, halfway, forcing that block. I want my reference point to work, which means that one of the ways you can tell it's working is it doesn't look like this. See how he's kind of beating my angle one? It's not fair. It's me pushing him back where he's almost kind of just working in his frame. He barely gets there, and he only got there because I let him, right? So that's number one. Number two, now to consider 3 and 4, which most of you didn't do today, we're coming in with the jam, boom, smashing the hand with our elbow. Coming in with the jam on the outside, smashing the hand with our other elbow. 5 and 6 is the same down here, over here. So you see he's playing catch up to me. That's a trait that I want to develop, right? He gives me the round stab, I deflect pointing down, and then I go pointing up. So the point of that is like, they both work. Like if he gave me a reverse stab, if I pointed down, it still works too. It's just the systematic way of remembering it through patterns, just like we learned the 10 basic strikes. 1 teaches you 2, 3 teaches you 4, 5 teaches you 6. So if you notice on number 3, angle 3 please, my stick points down. When it's a round stab on that side, my stick points down. Number 4, my stick points up. Reverse stab, my stick points up. Okay, so it's just a way to help us remember, right? And then 9, we go to the right side. And then number 10, we vertical oblique out of the way. Okay, so once again, we do it all from the top. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and you see that's like the flair you want to it. That's what you want to develop. Because anything but that, he might turn the tide very quickly where his 1 becomes a 1. And now it's more of like a corto angle 1 where it snaps and now it's an attack. Okay, so when we talk about my strike is my block and my block is my strike, this is one of the many iterations of it. And why that principle, to me, is one of the most important principles. Because it teaches you the reality of how to make all this work. How all this complicated mumbo jumbo in Filipino martial arts can make sense to you without disregarding the true nature of like combat, especially with weapons. Even, you know, it still applies to empty hand as well, but how in the world will I ever, especially for mid-range, right, where we learn angles 1 and 2 as slashes, because close range, I could block it like this, because he doesn't have enough time or space to generate the actual follow-through motion. But from mid-range, in which we all learn it from, how in the world would I be able to stop that when he wants to cut all the way through? Because even if you did it slowly but wholesome, one for please, it's just the nature of it cuts through. So without that ability to control the situation, without being able to create that reference point, you'll never get any disarm that comes from angle 1 or from the inside angle or from a forehand strike, right? And I'm not gonna wait till he gives me an angle 3 where now I know, oh, response is to jam, because I'm gonna wait to die, right? I'm gonna give him how many chances? If I gave him 10 chances, that's 10 chances too many. I want to be the one controlling it as often as possible. And remember, part of controlling it, it's more than just the aggression behind that. It's understanding your fundamentals and applying it, right? Shoulders and hips illustrate the angle 1, right? Control the distance, the level of it. Try to influence the angle 1, not just a block in general. Influence the angle 1. Because again, what you guys might have noticed as well, like we were training, you might have responded with the wrong block, but you responded with a block, and that's what counts. Because the biggest mistake is not responding at all. Now you'll surely get hit, okay?